I'm dipping in my Chevy. I'm bouncing in my Chevy. I'm riding in my Chevy.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Chevy Rider 254. And you know, we tuned in for another one. You know what I'm saying? Right here, live from the ram. You know what I'm saying? And what we gonna talk about today is why did Chevy Rider buy a Dodge Ram? Excuse me, a Ram 1500. Let's go. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Chevy Rider 254, and you tune in to another one. And like I said, we're gonna be talking about why Chevy Rider bought a Ram 1500. Now, brand loyalty. Brand loyalty is something that is really like a brand loyalty to me is only to a certain point in the quality of the product that you, oh shit, dropped my phone. Gotta love the truck, man. It's so roomy. You drop your phone, it's like nothing. Just do a little finagling with your feet and then you back in the game. So yeah, my biggest thing was, you know, brand loyalty. Like, I love the bow tie. Like, if I was still crazy about tattoos, that would definitely be my next one. But I'm not. So, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I live and die by the bow tie, you know what I'm saying? Bow tie till I die, you know what I'm saying? I will always have a Chevy, you know what I'm saying? The Chevy might not be my primary joint right now, because it's just something about when that box Chevy roll by versus when this Ram roll by. But anyway, let me stay on topic. The number one reason why I ran with the Ram 1500 over the Silverado was price. Price was the number one thing. Now, y'all know more than anybody, or just as much as anybody, y'all probably know better than anybody else, that I got projects. I got 3 other projects. 3. So, while I could have kept the Tahoe, you know what I'm saying? Like, you lose out on some of the amenities and, you know, air conditioning, and, you know what I'm saying? It has some issues, you know what I'm saying? They could have been fixed, but I didn't need another project. Like, I needed something that was reliable, you know what I'm saying? Just get in and go and good, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, because I did have the 300. The 300 was a get in and go and thing, but I'm like, bro, I'm not finna be paying for this, and I can't do what I need to do with it. You know what I'm saying? How am I paying this note and I can't even get in this car that I'm paying this note on and do truck shit, you know what I'm saying? Or do the things that I do, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a driving Miss Daisy or, you know what I'm saying, Uber driver, you know what I'm saying? I'm an Chevy Rider 254, bitch. So, I do junkyard runs, I haul shit, you know what I'm saying? This is the shit that I do. So, it just made economical sense to get rid of 2 and condense that to 1. You know what I'm saying? The price difference between the Ram and the Chevrolet, as far as functions and, you know what I'm saying, capabilities and shit, like, it just couldn't be, like, they had a hell of a deal. I couldn't pass it up, you know what I'm saying? I don't know for y'all that know what I'm saying, Ram got hella rebates, yo. Like, they even got Ram got rebates for like niggas with bad credit. Like, my salesman was like, oh yeah, you could have had like another rebate, but you didn't qualify because your credit too good. Where the fuck they do that at? Like, how the fuck I don't qualify for some shit because my credit too good? But, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the situations where I wish I had bad credit. You know what I'm saying? Or my credit was worse than it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got like no 800. You know what I'm saying? But my credit was too good to qualify for that other rebate and shit. So, like, I don't know really how that would go. You know what I'm saying? So, price was the number one thing for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I gotta pay for this. I was able to condense down a couple vehicles. You know what I'm saying? Putting gas off in the Tahoe and the 300, man. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, for like, I basically had like two daily drivers. You know what I'm saying? And that's just not. The shit was adding up, bro. Like, it was kind of ridiculous. Reason number two, when you break down the numbers of the, like I said, it's an LS Chevy Ride 254. When I break down the numbers and shit, bro, like, the Hemi outperforms numbers wise, because, you know, the numbers that you were given, like, oh, you know, like, what's the guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, for the Hemi has what? Let me see. Let me double check, because I don't want to give y'all no wrong ass information. 2017 Ram 1500 specs, and I mean I'm still like familiar, like getting familiar with the Ram. Like, I mean, I really don't even know the horsepower like the LS motor off the top of my head. So it is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? So the 2017 Ram 1500 crew cab starts at 32. You know what I'm saying? The horsepower, hold on, I gotta get this shit to pull up. Y'all gotta bear with me in this bullshit ass internet. I think they throttling my shit. So AT&T, if you watching this, like, stop throttling my fucking internet. Alright, so the photo 6-passenger, let's see it. Okay, okay. So the 5.7 liter Hemi 8-cylinder engine has 395 horsepower and 410 pounds of torque, along with an 8-speed transmission. 395, 410. Now, the Chevy Silverado, where's this shit at, man? The Chevy Silverado only has a 6-speed transmission. It has I don't know. It's showing. Maybe I gotta change something. Hold on. Okay, so the Crew Cab Silverado, 5.3 liter 8-cylinder engine, 355 horses and 383 pounds of torque. And the 2018 does have the 8-speed automatic transmission. Now, 395/410 for the Ram and 355/383 for the Silverado. 8-speed transmission, all that. So, like, I just don't understand. Like, for that, what is no brainer. For what I'm finna be paying, I might as well get as much horsepower and torque and all that shit. And that was another big deciding factor. The number 3 reason that I went with it is because when I had my Chrysler, like, I kind of fell in love with the interior. The Ram has a nice interior. Everything worked well. The 8.4 Uconnect was a big deciding factor in me picking what I wanted. Now, I did lose, like, navigation. I did have navigation in the 300, but I never really used it. The same thing with the moonroof and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I did pull out the moonroof, I was stunned on the motherfucker. Like, hey, bitch, look at me. Like, I ain't really care for that. Like, the leather seats and shit, like, it was nice, but but it was a Chrysler. You know what I'm saying? It's a fucking luxury car, but it was nice. I feel that it fit me, but at the same time, like, with the shit that I be doing, like, I need a truck. You know what I'm saying? So it all just boiled down to that. So the interior was definitely a reason. You know what I'm saying? That 8.4 Uconnect it works so well. Like, I didn't have any issues with it whatsoever. It worked just so good. So, I mean, when you got something that work well, you stick with it. So, so the reason recap. Let's do the reason recap. You know what I'm saying? Just sum it all up, just in case I lost you going back and forth and up and down and shit. So, number 1 reason was price. You know what I'm saying? The price and the rebates and shit, definitely I had to grab the Ram. You know what I'm saying? I ain't made of money, I ain't balling. You know what I'm saying? I got 3 projects and shit. You know what I'm saying? Those require money. I had to do what I had to do. Then my wife, she getting ready to go to work. She done remote started her car and shit. So that's one reason. Number 1 reason, price. Number 2 reason was when it came down to the numbers. 395 horsepower, 410 torque with the 5.7 Hemi. And 5.7 sounds better than 5.3. And the number 3 reason was, interior and functionality. You know what I'm saying? The Uconnect system is very well made. It has gotten like high accolades and prestige. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it just works well. So, like I said, when something works well, you just roll with it. So, so that's gonna wrap this one up, man. Like, I just wanted to. I felt like I ain't really owe y'all no explanation, but like, I'm pretty sure you was curious what was the thought process behind the guy LS Chevy rider 254 buying a Ram 1500. Like, that's a Hemi. That's not an LS. You know what I'm saying? But this channel is more so about the LS swaps and shit. So, like I said, I got a LS swap C10, a LS swap Caprice. We're not gonna LS swap, dude. We're not gonna LS swap the Chevelle. Sorry, don't even think about it. Unless somebody just want to donate a 6.0 and a 4L80 that I can put into the Caprice, and then I can take that 5.3 and 4L60 and put it into the Chevelle. Yeah, don't wait for that one, because it ain't gonna come. So, it's your boy LS Chevy Rider signing off. Make sure you catch the next one. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good. Alright, y'all, that's what I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Identify your weaknesses and make them your strengths. I'm gone.